Hello, everybody. Did anybody get any sleep? Me, zero. I was texting. I was answering text messages. It was a little crazy. And then I just had so many thoughts running through my head that I couldn't sleep. Why isn't this starting? In my reading with Kevin, Loving Vibrations, on Wednesday, I asked specifically how we would feel, how would Democrats feel by midnight, the night of the debate. And I got the Nine of Swords, a feared. And I think that, that's pretty clear. But I also just wanted to mention that, and that's what I got. And those are marked, timestamped. Anyways, I just wanted to share with you as well. There were probably, 20 of us, give or take, in my tarot class study, where we read yes or no questions with Celtic crosses. And some people got, when we asked if Biden would make it to the election, would his name be on the ballot? And we got a lot of really crazy cards. So we got some Three of Swords. And I feel like we did get some towers. Oh, by the way, if you were one of the ones that got Three of Swords or towers, and I know you have my cell number, so could you please text me, because I want to keep track of that. Anyway, so we knew something was not quite right. And I've been worried about his health, because his gait has changed just a smidge. And I noticed he was a little bit more stiff. I also noticed, and I'm not, when they had the press dinner and he was eating, I just wish they wouldn't have shown that. And I was concerned about that as well. But let's, we're going to take a look, because I feel like this can be fixed, possibly. But we're going to take a look at it. I did card of the day. You can always join us every single morning, The Way of Positive Change, Facebook and Instagram. And this was our card of the day. Like, who's not looking at the reality of the situation? What do we need to do? All right. What do we need to face? And was this, the CNN moderators, Tapper and Dana, whatever her name is, they didn't even fact check him. It's like, why didn't you take lessons from Kristen Welker, And sometimes she doesn't fact check people on her show. So I feel like there was a lot of this going on. And that's why it came up. Hi, Joji. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We've got some big questions. I did see, I had readings to do. I was working all day, and I got a bunch on my plate for a night where I had no sleep. But it's okay. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful Biden spoke today at, I don't know where he was, maybe one of the Carolinas or something like that. And he was on fire, but he had a teleprompter. So it makes a big difference. Plus, he wasn't feeling well. We all know he had a cold. And, but, let's face it, it was a disaster. It really, really was a disaster. And a lot of people saw it. So let's get right to it, Let's just, as more people are joining us, and I think Linda was live, so I thank you for being here with me. Stacy B, Foggy. Okay, so I just want to know, hey, Big Stuff, big hugs to everybody. We're going to get through this. I just want to know, let's just start with open up Xander wants to know, will there be a second debate? Yes or no? Hey, Johnny. All right, so let's see, will there be a second debate? And just a note, I'm having a little reaction to one of my medicines, and I got it covered up, but I broke out with hives around my top lip, so I'm waiting to hear back from my doctor. because, all right, will there be a second debate? Somebody wants out of it. Somebody wants to skip it. Who is it? I don't know. And then someone doesn't want to be analyzed, or there could be a legal problem that could keep. Oh, thank you, T-Barb. Bless you. Okay. Let's see. Big stuff. I only heard audio clips of Biden. He was great in his answers. No, okay, but very early on, he was answering one question where he actually did lose his train of thought. And it was really bad. It was bad. So, but everybody does that. I do it. I do it right here with you, and Squirrel. So can you even imagine having that many people? Okay, there's a lot of fear and a lot of I don't want to do this. And okay, James says it wasn't a disaster. It was disappointing, but hardly a disaster. Well, okay, so we can agree to disagree. That's okay. It was, okay, so maybe we won't call it a disaster moment. But it was. We were getting the tower, and he had a tower moment. Okay. There's a lot of fear and I don't want to's around working on this debate. Now, Biden may say, okay. I think they will try to put it together. So I'm going to go with a yes. Biden's good at overcoming fears and problems. And I mean, he is a Scorpio. Listen, when we go down, we come back stronger, right? We're very, very adept at transformation and doing whatever we need to do to be more strong or change. Okay. I'm going to go with a yes. Now, the Devil card is looming large right here, but we have the Magician under the Nine of Cups, and I feel like Biden is going to want to do it. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let me ask one more. They needed to do fact checking. He needed, somebody needed something. Okay. All right, let's see. Will Trump want a second debate? Because he's full of himself now, right? And this is actually kind of good because pride go before a fall. Pride goeth before a fall. So that can help him tumble. All right. Will Trump say yes to another debate? Will Trump say yes to meeting for another debate? I think this is where health might get in the way. Right. It would have been better if they could have had water because Biden started out trying to clear his throat. He tried and tried. Okay. He's thinking about it. He'd have to drink some more Mountain Dew. He had his pants pulled up to here. I'm sure they'll do that on SNL, right? You know they will. You know they will. Okay, he might say, no, I don't want to commit to that. I've got too much to do. Too much to do. Interference, issues. This is a medical card for me. There's a problem. I don't think so. I don't think now, he's going to say that he wants to, but he's going to have some other problems. Let me get one clarifier. He's going to have other problems. There's another possible indictment or something going on here. Will he? And he'll say, well, no, we addressed everything already. Will he do it? Okay. I think he says he's going to do it. He is the master manipulator. He's going to make people think that he wants to do it. And then he vacillates. So I'm going to say that he says he will, he wants to do it. He's going to give Biden another chance because he's filled with empathy. Let me pull one more. Will he show up at another debate? I just feel like there's something else going on. Two things into one. I feel like he goes up and then down, and then he may circle back around. So as we go into a few more weeks, we'll address this question again. First, he's going to say yes. He's going to give old Joe another chance. And then he goes down with something. And then he tries to come back up. All right, let's see. Okay, now let's just take a look. There's 238 watching. Click that like button, you guys. I reached 13,000 subscribers. I was happy to see that. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone that's been with me all along. You guys are the best. All right. Let's ask another question while more people are joining us. The future of CNN. The non-fact checkers. They're just not into facts. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed at Dana Bash and Tapper. CNN. Future of CNN. Are they going to have a positive rest of their year, or are people going to, oh, thank you, sweet Caroline, are people going to tune out? They don't have enough money. I think they're teetering. This is the root. They had been successful, but they had problems. They just don't have enough money. Messaging coming in. Okay, they're all right they have enough for a little while here. They're suffering from competition. There's change. Then they get help. So they survive. They survive. They have some unstable issues. Okay. I won't be watching them. I'm not even going to check their news site anymore. Oh, thank you, Faki. Okay. I want to know, will General John Kelly grow a pair? Will he come to President Biden's side, aid, stand up for him, and help him by telling the truth about Trump's comments to him when his own son was a soldier, about soldiers being suckers and losers, that he just didn't get why anyone would sign up to be a soldier. Well, General John Kelly, who served as Trump's chief of staff, who heard that, Trump said, I fired him. You're talking about a general I fired. And then he said that Kelly lied, that it was a lie. That's pretty out there. He's challenging him. He doesn't think, because Kelly hasn't reacted. A lot of the generals haven't reacted. And so that's in their code of ethics, not to be political. But will this make John Kelly speak up? Will it make John Kelly speak up? I had to take my socks off, y'all. It's getting hot in here. All right. Good Lord, have all the mercy, as Johnny would say. Okay. Will General Kelly grow a pair? Will he speak up about what he heard Trump say come out of his mouth about soldiers being suckers and losers? Will he speak up? Will Kelly speak up? Being called a liar. The promise that he made in the past, yeah, I think he thinks about it. This is the speaking card, right? Nothing like having the speaking stick right in your hand. He vacillates. He feels very strongly about what was said. Oop, there's an 8 of Wands. Here's a 6 of Wands. Slow to move, Knight of Pentacles. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it. He knows that it could be a rat's nest, a hornet's nest. He knows that this will create a burden for him. But I think he's going to do it. I'm going to do one more spread because this hurt him. I think he's going to do it. It's a risk. He knows it's a risk. He's got the Fool card. Okay, but let me ask one more. Right, Laura, right? Okay. Oh, I also wanted to announce that if you remember, we have class on the 8th, mini readings on the 15th, and then class on July 22nd. We just did a personal steps towards enlightenment, and I was nervous because it was my first one to do members video. Not my first class, of course, but okay. But it was great. We've got a great group. All right. Okay. What is John Kelly going to do now that he's been called a liar? What is he going to do? What action will he take? What is he going to do? What action will he take? What is he going to do? He's thinking. He's praying. He's thinking. He's contemplating how he's going to do this. He doesn't want the burden. He doesn't want it. It's just too much. It's too much pressure. It's really hard. I also think he did some things that he's not real fond about. I think he got caught in some situations where he didn't feel good. And he knows there's more to come. He really does not want to do this. He is not interested in this at all. But there will be change. Another man, another king, perhaps another general, maybe it's Mattis, will speak to him about ethics, the code of ethics, and what is needed. Ooh, maybe two generals. Secrets revealed. I'm still going to go. I don't think he's going to call him a liar. I think he's just going to say what he heard. So he has to temper it somehow, even though I don't have the temperance card. I think he's going to temper it. And this may even come about through, he may speak to someone else who may say it and then sink back into the cave. All right, so, but this means there's change coming. And it's always positive change on this channel. You know it. Okay. It's too much. I think he may tell someone else. I think maybe he even has and that person speaks out, right? Maybe it's a, but yes, the wheel means there is positive change coming. And the high priestess has all the secrets. She's got all the goodies. Okay, let's take a look at President Joe Biden's future political future, his political future as we go forward towards the election. Joe Biden's political future as we go towards the election. Will he be successful or not? Does it look better or not? Guides and angels, please show us President Joe Biden's political future as we move forwards towards the election date. Will he be successful or not? And I looked up, and I saw Kornacki at the board in his khakis looking at Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, Whitmer, and Pete Buttigieg. And I'm just like, what are you doing? We don't need fracture, right? That's for the GOP. That's not for us. It's like, get in the cage, take your khakis to the cage, and someone needs to put a padlock on it. All right, they've got a team, they got a plan. Putin is going to try to run and take some of his words and things and media and really push it. So there's plans. There's plans on both sides. At this moment and in the next few days or so, because we're going to look at this again. I'm coming back on Tuesday and Friday, hopefully, God willing. Some people became disillusioned, okay? But they weren't real big. They weren't totally on board for Biden anyway. So, he's got the star card. There's other powerful people that are coming out to speak for him. There's a lot of fear. There is a lot of fear. Oh, thank you, Rose. Rose Blue. There's a lot of fear. He has people. He has a tribe. And they're going to support him. And there are some celebratory. Remember, this is in the hopes and fear spot. So it doesn't mean it's just like we hope he does better. We fear that he doesn't, or we fear that, it's just all over the place there. So this doesn't really count in that spot. So don't worry about that. But some people their minds have already left the building. They didn't have real great minds to begin with. I feel like he can. Better times are coming. Better times are coming. Right? There's always a rainbow after the storm. Taste the rainbow. Remember that Skittles commercial? Okay. You gotta love Skittles. We have to keep our sense of humor. This is really difficult, okay? And the Russia card is right on top of it, making a problem. The sword is not upright, which means it's really, really difficult. When it's upright, it is victory after adversity. When he's just dealing with some giant adversity. And some people will defect. Some people will just say, this can't work. His chance is over. And you're going to hear some of that. But this is better up here. So remember, we got to look at the outcome. But the near future has the eclipse on there. There's 2 eclipses in the tarot, one in the moon, the other one's in the 8 of Cups. Okay? So it's heavy adversity. All right. Now let's look. So it goes down and then up. Now let's look. I'm going there. Will President Joe Biden, and this Sunday, we have practice class with all of the tarot adept students. And they're very good readers in this group. And so I'll let you know what we come up with. I'll post it on the community page. Will President Joe Biden's name be on the presidential election ballot in November? Yes or no? There's 392 people watching. Please hit that like button, you guys, and subscribe. Will President Joe Biden's name be on the presidential election ballot in November of this year? T-Bar, bless you. Well, that pretty much already happened. It was emotionally, it was bad, It was bad. Artist List says, he'll be on the ballot. Okay. There's problems. People are going to speak out against him. What people are saying, it's going to be a problem. They're waiting to see how he does. There are some people, even at the root, who root for him. Literally, who are waiting to see how he's going to do. All of the support and the commitment of the 2 of Cups is here in his past, which is good. And we can see the future. There's some problems here. And I think this is his wife that's going to help him. Rest assured that they will do the right thing. Kamala Harris will also step up to the plate. We got her a lot on Wednesday. This is some tough energy. This isn't a down and out. It isn't a no. It's a yes. But this is really, really difficult. Okay? At least, you know, you have people when you have each other here. So there is change. Kamala Harris plays a part in this. Kamala. And even though we're feared, right? There's a card that if you weren't here in the beginning, I asked on Wednesday's reading last on the live, I asked how would Democrats be feeling by midnight of the debate night? And that is indeed where we are. Okay. So, or where we were last night. That's why I didn't sleep. Okay. It's tough. It's very tough. Okay. So, now let's ask about Trump's future. Can we see ex-President Donald Trump, his future, his political future as we move towards election time in November? What does candidate Trump's political future look like as we move towards election time in November of this year? Well, he thinks it's going to be there. MAGA thinks it's going to be there. A lot of people don't want it on there. So he's dealing with his own group of people that have apathy, right? Okay. And I got to thank Becca and Johnny for texting me and helping me feel better last night. Let's see. He was worried about going to jail. A lot of people are still worried about going to jail, but now he thinks he's riding a wave, right? He doesn't care votes. He doesn't care. It's like when he said, I don't need your votes. Well, why is that? Because they're going to steal numbers? So for entertainment purposes only. And he wouldn't answer the question either during the whatever. Okay, so some of the MAGA people will try to get somebody else's name in there. They're going to try to outsmart him. And we're going to hear about it. So their fracture will become more evident. And then Biden's team will post that. They're going to make it tough. This is like an offering. I don't feel as comfortable about this. Okay, so he's just gonna be liar, liar, pants on fire. I mean, we already know that. He's the false knight. There's Johnny's false knight. They're going to try to, so I don't think it looks good for him because he's going to be seen as the person who dreams things up, right? That in its most positive aspect, this could be Lancelot or Romeo, you know, but it's the dandy that doesn't get his hands dirty. But it's in its most negative, then it's just like gives false information or false offers with this cup. So I'm going to say that I don't think it's that good. It is right now. They're going to run with that right now. But I think it devolves. Like I'm not saying it spirals. I just believe he's going to be seen more for who he is. Because he will be emboldened and the lies will become bigger for all to see. Okay, now let's ask if his name will make it on. I'm telling you, SNL is going to come out with whoever is in person, or whoever is playing him, their pants will be up to here. That's the first time I've ever seen him do that. I've seen him pretty high, but that was high. That was Urkel, you know, that was a full Urkel. Sorry. I have to go there. All right, so will Donald Trump's name be on, will MAGA successfully get Donald Trump's name on the November presidential election ballot? Yes or no? Trump's name be on the presidential election ballot in November for the United States? Let's just look and see. I also think in the placement of that last Celtic cross, now that I think about it, Biden was in the 8th place, and that King of Cups, that's him, looking up at this sneaky Pete, liar, liar. So I feel like Biden's group will outsmart Trump's group, and they'll be able to shed light on the lies. Remember, Trump's all puffed up now. He's all puffed up. He'll step right in it. Okay. People are thinking about it. They're thinking, okay, well, I wonder who he's going to pick. Will he pick Rubio? Who will he pick? And who else do we have to choose from? Who else can we get on there? Republicans are thinking a choice. It comes to a choice. Will they go with their head or their heart, right? He will be judged. Trump will be judged. And he's seen as unstable and ungrounded. Squirrel! Okay. Boy, that's not a very good card for him. Okay. All right. He thinks he's the chariot. He thinks he's in charge. He thinks he can willpower his way to this. And indeed, in Cancer, we're in Cancer, right? We started Cancer. Yes, we did. The way he speaks, it will be that he's going to make it on there. And then there's a problem. And then we're back to the Knight of Cups. He gets delayed. I don't think he can. There's a woman here. I don't think he can. Maybe you can write it in, but that's not really. Okay, let me ask this. All right, so let me just ask, will Trump successfully be able to, will Trump make it to the election? Will his name make it? Will he make it? Will he make it to the election? Will he be involved in the election? Will people choose him? Well, there's some people that will vote for him. That Prince of Cups is not a very strong card. There's change. Oh, okay, now we got it on the bottom here. They're waiting for him. Okay, there's a problem. There's a competitor and a problem. There's someone that will try to unseat him. And then the lies come out. So someone opposes him. Someone in another place, 2 aces, loss, thievery, I think there's a big problem with this. I think there's a big problem. We'll look again. We'll keep looking, but I feel like Biden's team will unseat him somehow. Secrets come out. There's problems. Things don't go as planned, right? I just don't think it goes as planned. All right, I'm just going to ask what Trump's November looks like. What does Trump's November 2024? What does the month of November look for Trump 2024? What does Trump's November look like in 2024? He's hopeful. He can't move forward for some reason. He's blocked. He's working it. There is a lady in charge of his future. Now, is that Chutkin? Is that one of the DAs? Is that Fani? Is it Letitia? There's another indictment or problem. Now we have two queens. Lady Justice. And he's struggling. And he could go he goes up and then goes down. With this death card, I have to take this down a notch. All right, I'm just going to ask if he's, because that could also be the Scorpio card. Will ex-President Trump win the election? Will he steal it? For entertainment purposes only? Will 45 ex-President Donald Trump, will he win the election this November? Presidential election? Will he win? Will he win? Remember, we have practice class this Sunday, and I'm going to take notes and get the reading of all of the students. Okay, he has struggled. He can't get up to the top here. He falters. He could, we don't wish anyone ill will, but he could fall. He could actually lose his balance. When this is on its side, it means you can't climb up here. Okay. Russia tries to put him there. Law, government, ethics could put an end. We're going to revisit this right now. Right now, it looks like he has a chance. Okay, but we're going to revisit it. There are some people who are willing to give him another chance, right? Hopefully, there's two ways for me to look at this. He could endorse someone else. His run could come to an end. And he might hand it off to someone else. Or there's an ethics investigation and people are willing to give him another chance, and Russia does everything they can to evoke and elicit emotional responses from U.S. citizens, and he has a chance to get in. Okay, so that's where I'm going with that. Okay, I'm just reading cards today. Right now, he has a shot. I hope the pride works its, I hope the vanity and the pride works its magic. All right. And Achiever asked, will Kamala Harris stay in the race with Biden? Will Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, stay in? Will Kamala Harris stay in this race with Biden as VP or president? She's already been president once when they did Biden's colonoscopy, Vice President Kamala Harris stay in this race with Biden. Okay. Putin's going to attack her too. He's going to do everything he can. He has nothing to lose, and he's cornered. He knows he's cornered, and you can expect him to do everything he possibly can. Biden has to checkmate and toss the pood out. And everyone knows it. She's in here. She's in here. She's in it to win it. All right? Good cards for her. She's in it to win it. All right. So that just leaves me to ask then if President Biden will win the presidential election in November. Will he be the winner in November 2024? I'm going there. I can't be afraid. I can't be feared of this. I got to look. Okay. Will he win? Will Biden win the presidential election? Will he win re-election? November 2024. Will he win? This is tough. There are some people that will not commit to, but they were never real Biden people anyway, right? He's been judged. People are feared. He doesn't do it by himself. He's with Kamala, and then, maybe this is him, Kamala, and Buttigieg all up here together. Opportunity. Sadness. Working hard. The government may have to step in. Maybe they have to do a count. They may have to call people together to do a count, a recount, a problem, an issue. He meets the wall. So there could be a delay. All right, so that's what I'm getting. Let me ask one more. How will Biden do overall in the month of November? Just like I asked about Trump. How will President Joe Biden do in the month of November of 2024? Overall, how will he do? President Joe R. Biden, November 2024. Will he be victorious? Will he feel victorious? Yep, Biden had a great speech in North Carolina. He sure did, but he had a teleprompter. Janelle, yes, Biden's answers were spot on, especially as they got further into the debate, right? But the problem is that some people will only watch the first 20 minutes of something. It's like asking people to read things. I had a metaphysical store, and we sold a lot of things, and you put, signs for people to read how much things are, and they don't read. They don't read it. Maga doesn't read. Okay. So he has a wish, but he knows people are trying to steal it away. He has to try to cut down the magician. And if anyone can do it, the Knight of Swords can. All right. People will support him. He will have help. Those are the cards we saw for General Kelly. He will have help. Shaky ground, up and down. Whew. He's trying to get people on board. He's trying to get the youth vote, and it's really hard. Okay, this is good. All right, I like this. Okay, this is another way of looking at it. So, this is keeping your coins, right? So this leads me to believe that he can keep his seat. Now, does it happen right away? There's a problem. There's a problem here. So we have a lot of time. And of course, we will look at many more situations. Things will be revealed. All right, I have 2 more questions and I have to go. Just enough time to do this. And of course, the Supreme Court, the immunity thing. So they sort of went a little weird with the Jan 6th thing, but I listened to some of the attorneys in between the readings that I had today, and it looked like it wouldn't allow Trump to get up. It may prolong things, but we're still okay. That wasn't a disaster. All right, let's look at Trump's health. President Trump's health, 2024. President Trump's health, 2024. Yeah. Tammy Sinner, yes. I got that it was going to be a tough time for the Gulf of Mexico. I have to go back and look. I asked about 3 places when my brother was here. That's a video we did together with my brother. And my brother got stuck in Charleston. There were so many American Airlines flights canceled because they didn't have enough staff, and that means there weren't any rooms in hotels. He got stuck overnight. I'm still trying to recover from it. I'm still trying. I have to make it about me, right? Oh, God, because he came to help me. All right. Trump does a face plant. It's like, I think, ooh, okay, so there it is. Trump's health. There's a problem. He has a tower moment. Now they both will have a tower moment. And he can't. He has a medical thing. He will get back up, but there's going to be a health problem. All right? And, blessings to all the readers out there that were trying to do their best and under a lot of pressure. But this is very true. There's definitely going to, I think he's going to be alive, but there's going to be a procedure, and I don't think he's going to be the same. He'll get back up, but he has the tower. Now, all right. We do not wish ill will on anyone. All right, now let's take a look at Biden's health. Talk about some scary stuff there, man. All right, guides and angels, how is President Joe Biden's health through the rest of 2024, please? Thank you, Nicholas. Chank is Chank. There are other Democrats calling for the same thing. All right. He does have a change. He's had a change already. He has, okay? It's there. But remember, this was his outcome card. So he has a lot of support. There have been changes, and he's going to work his way through them, just like Fetterman did, right? I'm not saying that there's going to be that kind of problem with Biden, but I'm just saying. Face plan. Choices. Head over heart. I don't like the energy here. He's missing his body. You know, when you get this, when you're asking about your health and you get this, it means your body isn't getting all the nutrients that it needs. Especially if it comes up with the 5 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like there is a health problem here. I'm not going to say it out loud, what I think it is. But you can look up the Chariot with health issues, because I'm not going to say it here. But is he going to be okay? He's going to have a choice about treating something. Is he going to be okay? I want this one right here. Okay. It's going to be difficult. But will he come through it? Will he make it? I don't think that he's going to withhold information for very long. He will have a choice to make about some treatment of something. I'm going to look one more. I gotta go babysit. Okay. All right, let's see here. I think my older son's going to come over there with me too. Meet me there. All right, so Biden's health. How does he do? What do we need to know about his health? How are we going to feel about it? What do we need to know? Let's just change it to how are we? How are we going to feel about Biden's health? Will we have faith or not? We don't feel like his zest is up where it used to be. Well, they're going to make a big deal about it. They're going to lie and scam and cheat. Something goes off balance. He has a decision to make about something. I think he's okay. All right? He's going to have an issue that causes a decision. There's going to be a lot of emotions, but I think he's going to be okay. All right? Because, the wish card means, and this is also the birthday card, and that is in November because he's a Scorpio, right? I think he's at the very last end of that. He's in the tail of the Scorpion because he's in the last few days. I forget what that's called. Anyway, there it is. And now, what do you and I need to know? So he's going to be okay. All right. So what do you and I need to know? No more ice cream for Joe. That can make you stuffy too. All right, let's see. Thank you, Johnny. All right, what do you and I need to know? For this weekend, what do we need to know? Hang in there, man, and don't forget to say BPs for Biden. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm asking for the most benevolent outcome for Biden." But when you're saying prayers for other people, you ask any and all beings to aid, assist, and help President Joe Biden feel well, and be even more powerful. Okay? Listen, we've gone through a tower moment. We have gone through a tower moment. We hold on. Do not have resentment, because that's not good for your tummy or the bowel area. Okay? Do not hold on to resentment. Go outside. If you spend too much time inside, things are not alive inside. You got to go outside and be involved with other people. Don't hermit. Listen. Was there a sad moment? There sure was. But there's 2 of Cups here, and that stands for the 2 of Cups of commitment and love and greater things to come, because you can take the black grieving cloak off, pick up these 2 great cups, and go over the bridge and into the castle to celebrate. And that's what we need to do. We need to celebrate. We're a team. We have to look out for food, right? And we have to report suspicious ads. We have to just cut ourselves free from the worry and the 8 of Swords. And we've got to appreciate our freedom and know that we're going to have victory, okay? Know that after adversity comes victory with the 6 of Wands, right? This is the victory parade. This is where we're going. This is looking away from this sadness, okay? All right. That's good. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, you guys. Don't worry. Okay. We can do this. Go outside. Go have a picnic. Go have fun. Yeah. Donate to the Biden campaign. Don't worry. Are we going to have some problems? We are. Both sides are going to have some problems. But let's hang together. We're going to do okay. All right, you guys, thanks for your support. And I will see you on Tuesday or before. Don't just go have some fun. Don't worry. Much love to you.